What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are all preparing for the onslaught. Well, we already have it here, right? It's a nonstop bombardment of domestic terrorism from the likes of racist honking mofos, bunch of white supremacists going on every day of the week, 24/7, 365, blowing shit up, killing people. It's just a nonstop rampage. There's about 1,000 deaths a day of racist white people killing minorities. I mean, we just had Potato Joe go the other day to Buffalo for that uh, domestic terrorist incident. I mean, I don't know how we decided on that one. There was about 1,000 others uh, just in the last week that he could have went to. Right? I mean, every day you're seeing it's a nonstop onslaught of people that look like me attacking everyone else that don't look like me. Oh, but in the real world, I want to talk about the article from Julie Kelly in American Greatness, and she's talking about the report that came out last year from this potato head illegitimate administration, ranting and raving about the white supremacist domestic terrorism that's out of control in this country. You know, Potato did go over to Buffalo, and for some reason he didn't go to Waukesha. He also didn't go to the neighborhood that suffered an attack in the subway a few weeks ago. Wonder why. So she's saying this report that came out from whatever department it was, I think it was a DOJ, under the illegitimate baked potato running the show. This motherfucker ain't running nothing. We all know that he's answering to Barack. You know, Barry and Mike diddling each other's wankas. But this report, and I haven't read it. I'll take Julie Kelly's word for it. I have no reason to doubt her reporting. Uh, this report that the potato put out is talking about a persistent and emerging threat of domestic terrorism. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, she says, yeah, there were a handful of acts by a bunch of crackers over several years, but that hardly equates to the number one threat facing the United States of America in 2022 is white supremacist terrorism. It's not a pervasive threat that we all need to, well, I wouldn't need to worry about it because I'm one of them, you know. And she's talking about how domestic violent extremists and white supremacists, it's just code for Trump supporters. You know, they throw all these J6 people in jail for over a year for trespassing, and that's, as far as I know, all they did and all they've been charged with. And she's talking about how do you explain the omission of all the violent extremists from burn, loot, and murder or Antifa? You know, this administration tell you that stuff doesn't exist. Well, we all know that it does. So Miss Kelly goes on to talk about the most recent figures available. She says it's from 2020, and if you look at those numbers, it tells a story under siege, but not by crackers. 2020, we all saw the violence. Was that being done by white supremacists? Well, I think that some of these people on the left, I think that they're the white supremacists because they go around telling you that the white people run everything in this country and oppress everyone who isn't white. And yeah, there's a percentage of people spouting that rhetoric that aren't white, but there's a lot of white people that are out in the streets burning shit down in the name of all this agenda. I mean, they must think that non-white people are inferior to them, that they have to go out and do all this stuff to help out the poor pathetic POCs. These I think these leftists are the true white supremacists. So she's given some numbers here for the actual crime figures in 2020. I'll have a link to her article. I'll have a link to the report by the Potato Administration about the rampant crackheads on the loose. She talked about information from the Department of Justice is extremely unconvincing. She says that on their hate crime homepage, she talks about the number of hate crimes that happened there, and most of the hate crimes for whatever that recent year was, I think they do have some numbers for 2021. It's not happening to black people. Most of it's happening to Asians and to Jewish people. And she said that the FBI skipped reporting out on the first quarter of 2022 because the statistics didn't fit the narrative. So they just didn't report it, And with these hate crimes that are happening, the narrative are going to tell you that people like me are running down the street clocking Asian grandmothers, but every time you turn around and you look and you see who's actually doing it, it ain't the honky. So this uptake in hate crime committed against the Asians and the Jews, the reality doesn't fit the narrative, but that doesn't matter to the corporate media, and that doesn't matter to the leftist activists, and that doesn't matter to the Democrat politicians, because they live in their own little fantasy world. They don't care if they have to lie, cheat, and steal to get their policies put in place or to win an election, because they believe that they're allowed to do anything to reach their goals. And if that includes locking up innocent people, so be it. If that includes burning down buildings and assaulting and murdering people, so be it. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys all on the next one.